Well, not live. We are recording. I am Benito, your humble DM. We are back to Always a Spero. So much is going on. So much danger of enemies coming in different venues. Crises that are continuing to brew. Our heroes are struggling desperately to maintain the line in many formats to find out what they can handle and what they can't handle. But obviously, they are realizing they have a chance to save the world and keep them out of Alana of the Dread Realm if they can execute an impossible plan set by the goddess Sapphire. We'll see exactly if they can execute that. I will introduce the players, and then we'll get into session. We'll start with Jeremy.
Jeremy, I play Yajiro. Your humble tailor and champion of the Raven Queen.
Steph.
I am Balin, sometimes mischievous, sometimes unknowingly mischievous. That's it.
Okay. Tyler.
Hello, I'm Tyler. I'm playing Tyros Roanoke, the often nude but mostly clothed druid.
I love that art.
I am playing Ashton Greystoke, the priest of the god Cross, the god of protection. Yep, that's it for me.
Matt.
Good evening. I'm Matt. I'm playing a wizard, or excuse me, a sorcerer of the White Rose faction by the name of Peregrine.
A new character for you.
Rico.
Rico, I am playing Thandor. I am a cleric of Sapphire and the leader of the Wolf Pack.
And Nate.
I'm Nate. I play Ian Spire. I am the Lazy Bard, the ex-con, the Wiggly Finger Killer, and the voice of the Raven Queen, and potentially the builder of walls.
The way you say that, I just think of Bilbo Baggins in this one. And joining us very quickly, I hope the kid has his mic on, is Lewanika. Or did I lose him? All right, Lewanika and Jennifer are showing up soon. Hopefully they will be able to figure out as we're going on. So basically, you guys, you have refugees arriving from Greyheim. Apparently, Lord Azerian has attacked. He has routed the city. There are many deaths. The city is destroyed. That is how we have Peregrine, who's joined us, with a number of other NPCs that have swamped in as refugees, like I said. And you have that news. I believe some of you wanted to be ready for arms. There was like warning to be careful with an army against an archdruid, but I'm not sure exactly how you guys want to go about that or not. But it's an option to you. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since I signed off early last time, last I had heard, it was an archdruid had attacked. Has Azerian's name been attached to that now? In game?
No.
Okay.
Uh,
Because we don't know about Michelle's old character.
you know that you will know that you pretty much know that it's Azerian's forces, but you don't know exactly the details if he was there or not there, or
Why?
beyond the archdruid.
Why would we know that she was associated with Azerian at all?
The zombies that were part of her force.
Like we're in his livery?
Yeah.
Okay, because last I knew it was just the arch druid and her monsters, or I don't even think you said her. I think it was its monsters and creatures, etc. Because knowing Azerian's involved is completely different.
Okay,
Maybe to you, not to me.
maybe to you.
Unless
So
there's
yeah,
less.
you guys can let me know how you want to proceed.
I actually have a couple questions I never got to last game, so at some point, I need to find Diana.
She is guarding the circle.
I need to ask her questions that Art already knows about, but the names Hades and Athena were dropped at one point or another, and talk of a war between the gods in a different realm. I just want to know what she knows about those.
She knows that there are other pantheons. She doesn't particularly know. I don't know much more than that. I don't worship gods really, beyond what I know of Tyr.
And that's because her father served here.
Correct.
And what about the war between gods in another realm? Does she know much, if anything, about that?
Yes, she knows quite a bit about it. She knows that she will tell you that she knows that those gods that she doesn't know that much about, but knows Hades tried to steal silk. The Raven Queen interfered, and her champions started a war in Spero. That's the land that the other gods are associated with, where those gods are now called the old gods. And that caused the fighting.
So Hades, a different god, tried to take silk into his realm. The Raven Queen tried to free her, and that's caused a whole bunch of infighting amongst the gods.
Correct.
All right. I knew all that. I just hated it in game in this game.
That's fine. That's what it's about.
I'm good right now. Anybody else? Somebody else?
So when we
So
left
we
off,
have-
we were organizing our defenses, expecting the arrival of the Druid and their forces within a day, right?
Well, sort of. There was no indication that the Druid and her army were coming south.
I thought there was
That's
based on
like-
the message that she sent to Tyros.
No, she wanted to meet Tyros, but didn't say anything she was coming down. Like, there wasn't a force coming down.
Oh, I
Because
thought she
Tyros
was
kind of made contact with her and has brought some attention to you guys to her, but it did nothing else indicated that an army was coming, because the refugees had definitely got a clean getaway. That was pretty much in a military aspect. They weren't pressured or anything like that. They were all scattered much after Greyheim fell. Like, the conflict was there. They'd say that there could be other survivors because they went in different directions. The refugees that you met are the ones that went south to Welshire.
Okay,
So other,
'cause-
other refugees could have gone to other cities.
Correct.
and last session we had asked the refugees that we took in that were warriors to prepare for battle again because she was on her way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you do have notions of moving forward with your army as well as those that are combat capable out of the garrison of Greyheim's remnants.
And I think we had set up like an oil barrier so that we could have archers shoot like flame arrows to light it, to kind of set up like a wall of fire
Sure,
to the northern side of the town.
Sure.
You
I have a
muted, Lee.
question.
Yeah.
So, because I wasn't here last time, where would Balin be right now?
I'm assuming Balin is around the estate. You would have probably come out and definitely now heard of the refugees that are starting to, like the civilians that are coming into town trying to be treated, food, psychological scarring, stuff like that. You will know that there are definitely a new aspect to your arrival, but it's up to you what you want to kind of do with that. Everything's kind of scattered. I mean, that's the thing. When the news came and the refugees showed up, it's sort of a loose, scattered element. I'm just kind of figuring out where you guys want to move, in what direction will solidify where everyone is doing in general.
Ex-
So you can insert yourself wherever you would like, staff. There's no real wrong answer really to what you would be doing, depending on how involved you want to be in it. Members of the Greyheim, these Greyheim people are all new to you.
Mhm.
So, and remember, Matt is now not false anymore. He is one of these refugees.
I would probably talk with the ones that had more psychological issues, since I've dealt with a lot of shit. So I would be paying more attention to them, not being the typical Balin everyone knows.
Okay. Well, one thing I actually was saying, which I almost forgot. One of your cousins did rely. The Fries, Marivona, arrived. So she is the little sister to Simeon. And she mentions that her parents are dead.
Oh my god, me too.
You have something common there.
Oh my god, please.
Way to make things light.
Sorry. All right.
Is everyone here aware of Thulsa's departure?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not a secret. It was a bold statement. No, I take that back. Matt doesn't know Thulsa left. He doesn't know who Thulsa is.
Well, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody here also went to his wedding and then saw him off. So,
Matt didn't go to his own wedding.
well,
He
no,
didn't see him
Matt.
off.
Not Matt.
just
Well,
wondering.
I did go to my own wedding, but not in the same persona as I am playing now. So
That's what I said. I'm just fucking with you. All right.
Yeah, the sorcerer
Sorry,
character
derailing.
showed up
So,
after Thulsa left.
so Ben,
Yes,
question.
Peregrine and Thulsa have never been seen in the same room together.
Interesting. All right, what was your question, Lee?
You gave us our 9th level bastions a session or two ago,
Yep.
and I wanted to make sure I would be able to utilize that because I wanted to use my training area to have the battle expert training done as the action over that first period.
Yep.
And then okay, so that would allow me to have that. Which basically anytime I get hit, as long as I take a reaction, I can reduce that damage by 1d4.
Sure.
And then
I vote for not getting into a fight, so it doesn't matter.
Oh no,
I would like that,
we're getting
but
into a
I
fight.
fully expect that's going to happen. So, and the other ones don't help me as much as that one at this point.
got things to kill.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go pick a fight. Well, we didn't
Yep.
get dressed
And and I wasn't sure if you had said yay or nay to a stable or not for me.
You are a nay right now in the stable.
Okay, so that means I need to figure out what I want to do for my my second 9th level bastion. All right, that's it for right now. I'll figure out the next bit and then
Okay.
ask you.
Amongst the refugees, did any priests make it? You don't need to decide that now. You can say yes, no, indifferent, and I just at some point I would want to know who they are, who they are, who they worshipped, and obviously welcome them to the church.
Matt, did I say any cleric priest made it? Priest or priestesses?
No, I don't believe you did. I'll go back through and check, but
I feel like I didn't want to give you any more priests.
No, that's fine. I just,
yeah, technically the two named characters that made it were me and the other circle mage. The
Yeah,
dwarf, right?
I gave mages, yeah, but not cleric, not
Yep.
priests. But let me look into maybe.
no, it's fine. I mean,
We got a shaman.
the orc
Yeah,
one, you mean?
No, from the Horned Toad tribe. Well, it might have been an orc.
Yeah,
But-
it's orc.
Okay, yeah, we got shaman.
It's orc.
So
And
I
he
have,
worships the Raven Queen.
if he's a shaman, I imagine he probably is the equivalent of a priest.
He also worships the Raven Queen.
Oh, that makes him even better.
For you, yeah. I told you of that actually a while back.
That's right. I gotta go talk to that guy. We're gonna be friends.
Maybe you should. I went and talked to him, and I don't think we're going to be good friends.
Is it because he's an orc? Are you being speciesist?
Uh-oh.
I mean, that is a strike against him. I won't lie. I mean, they're orcs.
Uh-oh.
I mean, they're orcs.
Who else was there? I'm looking through my notes too.
All right.
Well, I will say that I am back after a lengthy absence. My apologies.
Yeah, nice
But,
job.
Could you,
Nice job.
could you do
dropping
some
that
filling
on
in?
top of there. Like, hey, I've got this vision thing. Oh, I'm gonna take a nap for 2 games.
Yeah, no one was really happy with your goddamn cryptic vision that you gave everyone.
Had to give
That
you
was
some
a-
time to chew
That was
on
a
it.
full
Bravo,
session interpretation.
Apparently, you took a very simple statement from Ben and like totally cryptified it.
Yeah, it confused even me. I'm not just kidding. So all right, so the refugees have come in. You've welcomed them in. You've told some of them to get ready. You've made a battle line. What is the plan? Is it mobilizing to move out? Is it just the heroes, or do you guys just want to sit back and just see if this Queen of Thorns shows up?
Kind of need to wait for.
In the
Jen
end,
to-
it's not my decision. I think if I recall correctly, I lean towards meeting them out there rather than here.
Or does Tyler just want to go on his own and figure it all out?
No, we would not want Heroes to go on his own because
No, we should stick
we
together.
already know that the thing that we're about to deal with is potentially a corrupted druid. I'd hate to stack corrupted druids.
That's a good point.
Not to say that Tyros would make the same choice as that vile creature that is out there.
I'm
He
secretly
wouldn't do it for me.
Ooh, those choices that she made.
Yep.
He only made one
Remember,
choice.
remember, she can summon tree creatures that are corrupted by blight.
Raven Queen's
We're
got my
told
back.
that.
That's right.
Is this person that's expected the same one that did the damage to Greyheim?
Yeah,
I think we would want to meet our adversary outside of the city, outside of the town walls. Mind you, not too far from the town walls because it's still our job to protect the circle.
Thorendor, give me a history check at advantage.
$24.
Ever since Razan Greystoke became Lord of Greyheim, Greyheim City has never fallen to an enemy hands, an enemy force. It has been historically known for its absolutely highly elite militia.
But technically speaking, is a force led by Azerian Greystoke an enemy?
Yes.
Azerian Greystoke would have legit claim to the throne of Greyheim. It
No.
would be more of a coup than otherwise.
No, he was
I'm
not
saying it's
named.
good. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying in typical medieval societies, line of succession is chosen in addition to blood. There are Greystokes alive, i.e., you. He does not have an unfettered claim. He was not the person in charge at the time, which was by law, and he led an army and destroyed things. That would definitely be a defeat. Now, Khazgoroth, which was a transition of power because there was a single one-on-one combat, which my little brother lost, and that caused Azerian to take over the kingship. That's a different issue. But he never marched an army. He never took Greyheim.
All said from the perspective of Razan and not Amshale.
Razan II, Ashton,
Yeah,
and every Greystoke I've ever played in the history of Greystokes.
Which one you playing right now?
HK. HK's kid.
Yeah. Are any of them in this game and playing right now?
HK's kid and Diana.
Yeah. Are any of them here right now to play the game?
No. I was answering an out of game question. To be fair.
To be fair, I was also speculating on maybe that's why it was okay that he was able to do it. Not that there's a magic protecting them, but
yeah, I think as a speculation, no, he's flat wrong. He's a bad guy, and he marched an army, and that does count as a defeat of Greyheim for the first time in forever. That's my take. I'm not the GM though.
yeah, and I don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's good or legitimate.
I just gave the history lesson to the old elves, so I think we have that figured out right there. So my question is, what does Welshire and its heroes and governmentship want to do? Do you want to take it on?
I don't know. Our governorship isn't here yet.
What other intel do we have on the army that approaches? I mean, if they took out the city of Greyheim, I mean, our town is minuscule in comparison. I mean, right now it screams we're outnumbered.
You can talk to the refugees. So for your interest, Peregrine, which is Matt's character, plus this dwarven male sorcerer, his name is Red Mist, were the two that kind of seemed like they were leading the forces out.
And we also had Briz.
All right.
Le Suitor.
What was it? Riz?
Briz, B-R-I-Z. Those
Yep.
are the three names that made it out. Briz, Red Mist, and Peregrine.
He's a knight.
Yeah, he is an officer of the Greyheim Riders.
I would like to get some information about the invading forces and what was done from the survivors. And I, of course, am doing triage and helping everybody else out in the meantime. So it'd be in the course of that, trying to collect stories and find out information. And I'm not afraid of anybody else wanting to join. This is obviously welcome be a collective effort.
Officer Briz will say, what I saw was this druid. He sent troops through like the trees. The dead came from the trees. That is why they were in our ranks before we knew what was happening. And our riders, we could not stop the walking treemen. We could handle the undead. We've done that. We've been trained for that for hundreds of years, thousands of years. But this, it was like the forest was against us.
Okay, that's very important considering there's forest all around us. What do you mean by through the trees? Like the walking tree men carried them in?
No, our own trees. It was like a portal. These are trees that we've had in the city for hundreds of years. Old great oaks. All of a sudden, they were doorways.
Okay. Tyros, that's druidic magic, I assume?
It is. That is something we're capable of, walking through trees. That would take a very powerful druid or multiple druids to do multiple trees at once.
Something you can do yet, by the way?
It is. It is somewhat limited on my own. I have to have the same kind of tree that I'm going between, two trees, and they're only within 500 feet of each other is the limit of my travel distance at the moment.
Worth knowing, though.
Yeah.
I agree with that assessment. The initial thought of our current situation would mimic those capabilities. So staying in town to try to defend might not be the wisest choice.
The only upside is we don't have a whole lot of trees within the town.
No, but
we also
outside
don't
of the
have enough
town enough
defenders.
where it could make it harder to figure out from which side they're attacking from.
Agreed. Ben, do we have the keep done now?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a walled fortress to stand behind, and is the Sapphires and Rico's temple part of that?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a central location in which there are no trees. That helps.
Hey Ben, you said I only had 3 walls done last time.
Well, there's another day that just passed. So
Oh,
no, I
okay.
said you had 3/4 of the walls.
Oh.
So you could finish by this day the south side.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, the size
If
of
you're
our
going to
town,
go do that and not mingle in what's happening,
Well, it doesn't
Yes.
take that long, does it?
and take your spell slots off.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen.
I'll spend my spell slots on making the doors at the end of the day. How's that?
Sure.
I said the size of the town is, I'm assuming, much smaller than Greyheim. I've never been there myself, but just because we have a space devoid of trees doesn't mean it's going to be effective if they have a sizable army.
Especially if they have walking treemen.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the positive. We have a place to shelter civilians and fight from. A defensive fortification. Jen's still not here yet, huh?
She said emergency, neighbor.
Yeah, she's got to drive to help a friend get to a safe place because their pipes burst.
Oh, I
Yep.
missed
Jeez.
that.
So our resident elven battlemaster cleric, warrior cleric, whatever he is, he's going to be the one to help us determine how we're going to approach this battle.
how certain are we that this army's approaching this way? Were they chasing the survivors and following them here, or are we
They were not.
assuming that they're just
took over.
trying in a direction?
They took over Greyheim and routed the remnant survivors in many different directions, but there was no pursuit.
I would think that it would be great to get some intelligence, to get some scouting done, and maybe take advantage of Tyros' connection with this other druid to gain some knowledge of our enemy.
I think that's appropriate. And then thinking back to discussions a while ago about trying to unite the different towns and cities, now seems like a very opportune time with Greyheim falling. I'm sure that's going to resonate throughout the land and make a lot of other leaders extremely nervous.
Definitely.
But the question is how do we get ambassadors to all these other places without spreading ourselves too thin?
Well, at some point, some of us are going to have to go to other towns anyway. So that's going to happen. We can't get the word out to everybody at once. My thought would be one of two places to go first would either be Khazgara City, the capital, where they have magical means to transmit that knowledge, or Kam de Terra, who have divine methods of transmitting that information. Those would be the two first places to go anyway, I think, but in this case, it makes them more priority.
I will say also at a game, remember, Circle of Roses are they are a network of mages that are just established in the towns, and theoretically, you've just got two of them arriving from Greyheim. That would be in-game knowledge.
I suppose, yeah. Do either of our new circle mages have the ability to send magical messages to their counterparts in other towns?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's easier. We got the magic right here.
We would definitely want that, because I have to agree with the Dark Lady. Or actually, I guess Raven Queen's not really the Dark Lady. That's actually Silk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that name's already taken.
I have to agree with my lady, the Raven Queen. She believes that if we were to send any of our companions, it would be a test of will for them against the land's corruption. So if we can magically converse with those that we need to, that would be ideal.
So can't find the name. Gotta find the name. Peregrine. Is he still here? Yeah, there. He's here, but he's not here.
His camera's off.
Did we
That's all.
lose Matt? Matt?
Yeah, sorry, I just had to shut the camera off for a minute.
Oh, okay. So do you have the ability to get the message of what's happened to Greyheim to the other circle mages in the other towns, especially the capital?
I would not say I could do it to Greyheim. I mean, it is a sacked city, but perhaps to the other cities, of course. May we?
Like the capital, Khazgaroth? Capital.
Yeah, but you said
Yeah.
Greyheim, which was better. He's reading what I said.
Oh, I thought I said Khazgaroth. Sorry.
You said Greyheim.
Well,
I was
Greyheim's
confused.
not the capital. I did screwed it up. So a lot of things going on.
I'm helping.
Stack, travel, and Khazgaroth. That's the one I think would be good.
Yes, we are able to send messages between the circles. Of course, I could get messages out. What message would you like to send?
That Greyheim has been sacked.
Anything else?
I mean, that's the big thing right now. We haven't
That
really
and we're seeking a unified truce amongst all the cities. This threat is beyond just one town.
Instead of truce, ask for an alliance against the evil that sacked Greyheim. Truce is a difficult thing. We're looking for something faster and more direct.
Well, here's the thing. Remember, under territory, you are a province under Khazgoroth. Khazgoroth is the capital city. Greyheim, Welshire, they're just provinces underneath that empire.
Yep.
So you all serve King Gozi and Labal. That is who is your sovereign lord.
We're asking for the king's help against those who took his city.
Correct. But you don't need alliance, because I'm just saying you already allied because you are his province.
I think the alliance we're looking for would be when contacting the places who are not traditional allies to Khazgoroth, Kalimdotara, Greyheim, Harlock's Hold.
And then I guess requesting information on what their plans are. Are they going to seek to be offensive against this threat, or are they going to wait and play defense?
Or will they at least send those to join us in the offense? I mean, it's our province, it's our battle, but them giving them the information to prepare, but them sending useful and dutiful aid to help swell our ranks will go a long way.
All that, I agree with it.
We're looking for, on the third day, look to the east, coming down the hill, Harlock's Hold and such. That's what we're looking for.
Anybody got anything else they want to add?
And did you, obviously, depending on Jen's comments regarding the money, want to make a call as far as the second barracks, as far as whether it's the bigger one or the littler one?
You can be growing big. I mean, right now you'll be able to build a wall around your keep.
Yep.
So if you have your patient, you can definitely get it. But the attraction of defenders, though, is you still have what you have until it increases more.
Well, from a mechanical standpoint, it's more about, my question is not, can I later? It was more about, what size are you saying it is now?
It is growing into the large one.
Okay, so that would give me 37 defenders.
Capacity, yes.
Oh, okay. But it would count as a second facility.
Yes, but story-wise, just because you mechanically have the power of it does not mean it fits the story of that many defenders materializing because you leveled
Right.
up.
I'm only asking because with a second bastion,
Mhm.
I can take another power that it provides for that same turn.
Yep.
And so for that, I would want, give me 1 second.
You can just add in a message. It's fine. I mean, I'm just letting you know that you just
Okay.
don't. The actual number of people is still as is until they have been brought in by
Okay.
events that allow you to grow in ranks. Because
All
right now we're talking about a resource war that Welshart is just beginning to get into, and they mean something.
Okay.
Being able to.
So I
be
have the
able to-
capacity for 37 currently.
Mhm.
And now because we've had several turns since I had the first one, was that first one able to grow to the larger size? Or is the first one
The
still stuck at
numbers
the smaller
I
size?
gave you, you're at. I think I gave you 10 already. That's not
Okay.
including 5 members that are the OG.
Okay. So the
So-
first one hasn't grown yet either. So I have capacity for 2. I have 1 person to run each, but neither are at the fuller size yet. Okay.
Correct. You do have a weapon master that showed up.
Okay.
Recruit some of those refugees.
That's kind of what I was gonna do narratively, is talk to the refugees and see who I can get. And
Yeah. So the
I'll
only
be
one I
working
like
on that.
Holder, Garrett, and Samson, because they actually have actual jobs in, are the ones that have actually in truth sort of manifested for their duties on the of your barrack.
Okay. That'll be what I'm working on downtime and whatnot. Eventually, when we get to the right size and I get all my recruiting in, I'll have up to 50 Bastion defenders.
So, what do we want to do to move forward? Does anybody want to do anything?
How much have we debriefed these survivors? Because if we've got, you said 2 circle mages amongst them,
And an officer of the Greyheim Riders.
so I'd like to talk to these circle mages and see what they know of any other circle mages amongst them. The vision that I saw basically said that there were mages at these circles amongst the cities. If we can identify what cities these are, activate the circles of protection. I mean, seems like it would go a long way of.
Salsa is traveling through the past to make those circles now. We need to go to each city, find the circle. I know how to find the circle, uncover it from where it will be hidden, and get a mage to go there. So that is all stuff for the future. We don't know who these people are yet. They're up to us to find.
But we have 2 circle mages here, and you're, not knowing full perception of time, only of what we saw recently with Thulsa. This could already be done.
Ideally. But no one knows they're there.
Well, how do you call yourself a circle mage if you don't know where the circles are?
Different circle. The Circle of Roses is an organization, not magic circle.
Gotcha.
It's a title. So I can see where that could be confusing.
Gotcha.
Ideally, though, we're going to find circle mages to take care of the circles once we find the circles that are hidden. Circles within circles. Yeah.
I feel that was a Post Malone song, wasn't it?
To qualify that, Art, the magic circles are a spell that we have the scrolls and incantations for that Krista Blue is going to teach the mages how to cast.
Right. We need to find a mage. We need to find a circle, then find a circle mage to teach the spell to use the circle to protect the cities.
Do we not have a circle here in our town of Wellshire?
We
And now
probably
have
do.
a circle mage with us.
You have a mage, but she was former Circle of Roses.
And we also
But
have
here's-
Krista Blue.
But Thorendor, I will give you this that you realize. So for every mage you find and keep alive, that is the many cities and villages you can protect. That is actual the strategic plan.
But what I seem not to be understanding is our town has a circle in it. That's why I'm here. It's what we've defended the last couple of attacks or several.
Okay, so let me put it all together. So Rico, the codex that you created indicated that there was a chamber in each city, and in that chamber a mage could cast a circle of protection type spell that would protect the city. So our plan now, as it's come together, is Thulsa is traveling into the past to create the chambers in each city. We still have to find mages to teach how to cast the magic circle spell in each chamber. And the Circle of Mages is the organization that potentially has the mages we need to teach to cast the Circle of Protection.
That's what you get for missing a couple of weeks.
And for your
Also,
town, you only have 4 mages. You have Magdalene, Crystal Blue, this Red Mist Dwarf, and Peregrine, this human man. And the last 2, you don't really know. They just showed up basically 2 hours ago from Greyhound.
And did you say that the mage Krista knows this spell or needs to be taught it?
Krista confessed that she knew the spell, and she would, but she would. You had to cut deals with her. There's an understanding that to get the Fae people to do things, it costs favors.
Anybody in the mood for a favor?
No, it's already been given. So she's already committed to the cause.
Great. So why is she not casting the spell?
Because they have to be at each location when the apocalypse happens, because they're limited spells.
Yeah,
It's like a
not
global vulnerability.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a cast it now. It has to be cast at the moment in question. And so we have to have the circles created. We have to have the people taught. We have to have the people in place. Then when the thing happens, then they cast the spell.
Now, granted, this is because Kerowynn wanted to save every town and village. That wasn't part of Sapphire's original codex of quote. You can theoretically just save Wellshire and nobody else, or you can save Wellshire and the capital city. It is completely up to you guys how you decided. Kerowynn said, let's save the world.
Actually, I did.
Hence the DM's introduction of an impossible task.
No,
Yes.
I also
was
thought this
one-
was something where once we activate them, we can't turn them off.
yes, and,
Oh
and
no,
they
it's
all
going to go up. It's going to stop because it's a temporary spell. You guys were told. Krista said it is a variation, a very powerful variation of like a globe of invulnerability, which mages can cast without knowing. I mean, you don't. The thing is, until Matt decided to play Peregrine, and I forgot, was it Jeremy's old friend? That was our last mage that we had in the party. So we don't really have anybody who's been talking spells, and Magdalene has been off with you making out. So you haven't been really getting a whole lot of information for what's up with spells. But it's a temporary spell, but the locations will be amplified because of the chambers, because there's Elven, Draconic, and Dwarven ruins in the chambers that Thulsa is going to help build with the Winter Court of the Fae, which is definitely something he said I won't probably be coming back, because if I'm going to time travel, this is going to cost me a lot everything else in my life dedicated to do so.
So it also worth noting, this all has to happen when we defeat Zerial, because that's when things will happen. So when the 12th Black Zodiac is defeated, that's what will cause the cataclysm, and that's when we have to cast a spell to protect everything from being destroyed.
Remember, you
By the way,
you had the AI create this codex, so that is the interpretation of the result of you creating it and then leaving for 2 sessions with no input. So don't shake your head. This is all on you.
Blame me. Just repeating what I had in a vision. That's not my
I
fault.
went back and looked, and it did. I was like, that was a paragraph, dude.
yeah, you
It was
had a
brilliant.
vision
I love
and
it.
the
No, I love
DM
it. I do love it.
Yeah, you had a vision, and the DM went, "That's not what I wrote."
But I loved it.
That's not how it works.
By the way, have you met Helen? Somebody ought to tell him about Helen.
She's gone already now.
Who's Helen?
What?
She's gone. The Winter Court's gone.
Wrong person. Jeremy's friend.
Oh, Jeremy.
I mean, Yajiro's friend.
Oh, right. That's another matter. I didn't want to add that chaos yet. We're still dealing with the Greyheim assault.
Can't deal with it all at once. We shouldn't be dealing with any of it.
True.
I mean, she agreed. She agreed to assist. So
I don't disagree.
Yeah. Why don't you, Jeremy, fill in the now next chaotic part of the story?
However, she is occupying one of my spell slots forever.
forever. Oh, because you're preparing.
Forever.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, she knows if she steps out of line, we send her back. Simply put.
I'm going to let you explain the whole thing. Go ahead.
Trying to
There are
remember
no
where I put down her name. Where is it?
Hunger.
Helen.
Hunger.
No, Helen. Helen.
Just
Helen.
say, don't go real. Don't go real.
Yeah.
Is it Helen?
Yeah.
Helen.
We'll go Helen. It's Helen here.
You gotta say Helen?
Who am I explaining this to that wasn't there when it happened, or when we brought her back into the town?
Rigo.
Okay. So, and I will, because I'm sure she's right here. And
No, it's just
will,
not.
I'm not going to put her next to you because you guys need to figure this all out without me adding.
Okay.
more.
So
None of the NPCs are nearby unless you specifically ask them to come in.
we do have a newcomer, Helen. She's visiting from another place, and she should be quite useful in what we need to do to protect this town. She's powerful, feisty at times, and I probably wouldn't trust anything like specifically world ending to her.
And you've been dating how long?
I wouldn't say that we're dating. She's visiting.
I would.
These relationships are built so funny.
Noted.
So
Also,
Rico,
she is a tiefling with pink skin.
No, she's not.
No,
But she is.
she's not.
She's not, but she is. Remember, she disguised herself
Yep.
because I said something about that.
That's right.
It looks like a
Therendor
normal
would have
woman
been here before that.
with pink hair, I believe.
No, he wasn't. He was in Riveri, so he's got to be explained this.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
Yep, she does have unique colored hair, but hey, we've been dealing with the Fey courts, and uniqueness is kind of a thing here now. So
She is a knowledge seeker and wants to seek knowledge. That is going to be helpful to us.
yes, but don't tell her too much about yourself, ever.
Ever.
That is a wise statement, and why I didn't give her my whole name.
Man.
Okay, so back to the things at hand. Now that you know about our tiefling friend,
Who looks like a human?
who looks like a human, who wants to do what?
So
Nobody's judging.
Therendor, do you still wish to talk to the circle mages? There is resources there. I think we keep moving away from it, but I know I gave Matt quite an extensive background, so there are some things for him to possibly give you even more that would help maybe your goals.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the absence of the leader of Welshire, it would behoove us to gain as much intel as we can if this army is going to be one that we're facing at some point in time. We
Okay.
need to know what they're up against, what we're up against, what they bring, what tactics. Because again, I mean, for a city like that to fall,
Mhm.
it's highly concerning.
So you, Peregrine, and the Red Mist will be the three of you together. You can talk, open up your dialogue.
Now, condolences at first for the loss of the city. We welcome you as refugees and hope we can offer protection. But in order to do so, we need as much intel as we can get on what you saw, what you faced. How was it that you were able to escape, yet the entire city was razed? And if you have any other information on from what direction they came and what direction they continue, is Welshire next in line as a target, or will they proceed towards the capital or somewhere else?
There is no way to know. I mean, it was a horde of beasts and undead. They tore into the city. As Briz said, they traveled through the trees as if they were portals and gates. We rallied as many as we could, but it was too fast, too powerful. We were scattered. I mean, it came from inside the city as opposed to out. And it was a very powerful druid. She tore my friends apart with thorns. They erupted from the ground, erupted from their bodies. And the blighted tree men, they were unstoppable. The riders, they fought valiantly. They charged in formation, but it was just they were too powerful. They're trees. They were susceptible to lance or sword. And the undead was a wave. It crushed everything in front of it. Everybody was fleeing in every direction. I found Briz. He was practically alone. His whole company had been wiped out, and he and I, we organized some folks. We found Red Mist, my great friend Snowdrop, and there was perhaps 70 or 80 of us. But the druid, she caught up to us. Snowdrop gave her life. She turned to fight, and I saw the thorns just sprout from her whole body. She died screaming. The druid, I will never forget the laughter. She killed and destroyed with such glee. It was even now her laughter chills my spine. Of that 70 or 80 we had, only 40 of us were able to escape. But I could not tell you where she was going next. I mean, I feel that if she had really wanted to, she could have chased us down very easily. I cannot tell you more.
Understood. Understood. Your comrades in the circle, how many are you throughout the land? And do you know what other towns and cities that they reside?
There is a circle of roses, circle of roses in every major city. The towns, not many will have them. Most of the circle of roses will be in towns, and the numbers are a variation.
I would think there is perhaps 1,000 of us, but each of the colors keeps their own records.
There were only
So-
11 of us in Greyhound.
Hundreds now.
Okay. I thank you for the information. Again, I hope that we can offer you protection and solace. But given the information that you have provided, it seems this druid is more powerful than anybody has ever seen.
Well, we're circle of roses, so we're at your disposal. So I mean, I don't know, Officer Brins will be the same way. So just let us get our people acclimated and taken care of, and we're part of your force.
Thank you. All right, I'll relay that information back to the main party. Without a whole lot to add at the moment, as I'm just thinking and strategizing. But definitely sounds like this druid and whatever army she possesses is big.
So does anybody want to actually go meet her?
You talking like attempted diplomacy or something, or?
There's a door. Do we want to walk through it? Don't know
I
what'll
mean,
happen.
someone who cackles maniacally while ripping apart people, probably not somebody you want to try diplomacy with.
Agree.
She has a master. She's not doing this on her own.
Which is even more disturbing.
Ash,
Someone at her power to have someone above her.
Ash, always keep this in mind. Not every serpent can be tamed with a
Now
beautiful
let's
sound.
tame the serpent.
Not every beast can be sated with one meal. Not every villain can be talked away from their goals.
Not looking to do that. Don't suspect this one can, but this one has someone holding their leash, someone extremely powerful. That person can be talked to. Historically, not very successfully often, but that person has plots and schemes and desires. I suspect her leash will not be released unless he says so.
You're assuming
But we don't
you're
know anything.
assuming he didn't say just go plunder and pillage.
Lorendor, give me a history check.
From
I'll give you advantage again.
from what I recall from my history, that's not his style. Everything has a plan. Everything is tactical. He is a tactical genius and a very thoughtful person with millennia on his side.
What was your roll, Rico?
13.
A lot of what Ash is saying is historically correct.
But is he angry?
What?
But is he angry? And will he listen to his better nature?
Don't know.
How much are you willing to risk to find out?
Again, historically, he's never been impulsive.
I'm not willing to risk a whole lot, but I am willing to make the bet that she is restrained from doing anything without his say so, and that a wild animal might slip up and say something they're not supposed to. There's a difference between talking to him and her. Not suggesting we go talk to him right now. He will win that.
But what if this is what he wants? You or someone here to go and talk to her and get kidnapped and then reveal plans he didn't know.
I would suspect his plan is to attempt to corrupt those within our ranks and turn them against us and pull that person to his side. That's what I would suspect to start with. Either that or she is a little bit going rogue, wanting to talk to a fellow druid. But we don't know anything.
Still extreme going rogue to take out an entire city. Just
no.
to talk to
Lady,
somebody.
are you saying that he knows what his prize is, or he's trying to figure out what his prize is?
She did not go rogue by taking down Greyheim. That was his move. Absolutely. What I'm saying is, did she go rogue by contacting Tyros? Or is that part of his plan? We don't know.
What if he told her just to build her ranks?
Could be. That could be what she's trying to do.
She's a druid, so she knows the power of druids, so she would want others on her side. That would make sense.
Yep. Totally makes sense.
What was the conversation with Tyros? What was the substance of that?
Tyros?
I see.
Sorry,
He's
I
seeking
was
his
I was
blood.
on the phone for a second. The conversation.
So he's seeking Ash.
Your conversation with the druid, she reached out to you?
Oh yeah, all right. It's been a while. Ben, can you remind me?
She just tried to lure you to her.
Yeah.
You connected through the nature, the forest, because you were kind of communing, and she connected to you. Now that you think of it, give me an Arcana roll.
Yajira, what did you say your lady had said to you?
So she pointed out that he is seeking his blood,
Yeah,
which
I know that.
to me states that you going to have a conversation with him or Diana, right? Diana is the Fae's name, is a
Diana.
terrible idea.
Don't disagree. Never said I was going. Wasn't even planning on it.
So we should try to converse with this trigger happy road or druid in order to draw out her lord?
I would be hoping that, we don't need to draw him out. He'll come out when he wants to come out. He'll make his appearance when he desires it, when it's advantageous to him. I'm hoping that whoever meets with her could glean when that will be, what his intentions are beyond trying to get to me and Diana.
What was your role, Tyler?
Which is I suspect why Diana wanted to bring me back to the Fey realm.
All right, Tyros, you're worried. The fact that you know this Queen of Thorns was able to sense you gets you to believe that she is more connected to the land as an archdruid than you could possibly imagine yourself. Like, you should be able to move about like ants on a branch. Unless you make a real contact in the aspect, there's no real sense. There's no way for another druid to sense another druid. But she, like, you've started to know the land has been not working right and working toward the land, and she might have something to do with it. Or she is a part of it.
I'll relay all that to the team.
Thorendor, give me a history check again.
$13 again.
You are aware that the Dread Realm is a realm that caters to its lord. So the beasts, the bats, the wolves are more likely Azerians now, minions to use. But the land technically will do things to disallow people to escape, obscure certain things, draw things that would be tormenting the Lord. It will do things like that. Druids historically are as rare as the Infinity Stone, I guess. Not many people have chosen to be druids often in this land because something happens to them. And you think about that, there are no elven druids in Misa.
I will relay that information to the group as well.
So that's why Tyros is always naked. It's not his fault. It's the land's fault.
It's just natural.
Can't help it.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So in that case, Tyros absolutely cannot go meet with this druid.
No, she definitely wants to try to get me on her side. She's trying to sell me on the benefits.
Sell you on the bennies.
Healthcare, dental, vision, all of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Could be
The
that, or it
vacation
could be
day
the
off.
whole Highlander. There can be only one.
Oh, that
But what
too.
if she? I will make Pistachio the mightiest being in the realm of Alanis. Are you tempted?
Ooh.
It's almost
Give
a selling point
pistachio.
there.
I know how to hit my players.
Yep. No, Tyros absolutely cannot go.
I keep
It's
thinking
actually-
of
it's actually
that
the
line in
BBG.
Babylon 5. Being a hero, it's great, feels good, but the pay just sucks. That's such a great line.
Well,
Walter Koenig, gotta love it.
Ash, if you truly believe that there's some benefit to be had with the potential of a conversation with this being, then I'll go.
Balin Usler?
I don't know that I know that there's a benefit. I just
Steph,
see
you may be muted if you're talking.
I see an opportunity. I don't know if we need to take it or not. I'm exploring that.
So
I think that path is.
I understand
evolving.
that you're saying that there's an opportunity, but there's an opportunity to gain what? I need to know that going into this.
Knowledge, intelligence, maybe
On the enemy?
yeah, maybe a glimpse of her lord's plan. Anything. If you don't think it's a good idea, don't do it. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to push anybody towards anything.
I think we're just trying to discuss it. If you have an idea and you want to explore the idea, we need to know what we could get from the idea, or implementing or starting the idea. Sorry, trying to use better words.
Well, let me ask,
Versus what we risk.
where are we at on the Zodiac list? How many left are there?
6.
She's not one of them.
No, a corrupted druid is not one of them.
So we've got 6 more waves that we know are coming here. That doesn't include anything to do with her and her army.
That
And after the 6th wave, the final wave, that's when this cataclysm is supposed to have happened. So before the final wave is where we need to identify what cities, towns we want to try to protect that may have a circle that we may need a mage for, that we can offer protection as the final battle commences.
the number has been decided.
So I throw that out there because that army might not have anything to do with our current task at hand right now. I mean, there's no clear indication that she's marching around razzing other cities or towns.
Yeah.
Well, if she's part of Azerian's army and she sacked Greyheim, give me.
That's the thing, is Greyheim is one of the cities that needs to be saved too.
Yeah, she's definitely part of the problem.
She's a different problem.
She's a
But as
different
far
problem.
as one of the cities to be saved, is that just the decision that we made, or do we have information that goes beyond just our wishes of which ones we
You
want
mean-
to save?
Give me an insight check, Darendor.
That was an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're just still speculating.
And here's where I'm going with this line of thought too. Not just sending someone out to their potential death to try to talk to or even confront this druid. Dulce travels back in time. Theoretically speaking, he's got all of history to carry out his mission, assuming he's successful. I don't know if he would go and try to save every town, every city.
That's what he's doing.
I think the way we find out is
No.
the
That's
circle of,
what he's doing.
Yeah,
Is that
he
what
is
he's
trying
doing?
to save everyone.
okay.
That's what we agreed upon.
And to think the magic on this, the Fae have the ability to time travel. So he is believing he is going back centuries. That is why you don't think he's coming back, because it's going to take still physicality to prep each location. So you need to go on the map, count every location. That's what he's doing.
Okay. So that's the number, which whatever everything is basically the number. Okay.
I will say, and you've been, I'm sorry, but I know you've been away for a couple sessions. There are NPCs that you have access if you have questions, depending on certain mindsets that you want to work on. Remember, you do have Crystal Blue has remained of the Winter Court, so she did remain, and with her little group, you have the now Circle Roses with what they have contact with. you have your Elven contingent, and if it started to get really wonky crazy, you have the so-called Helen.
Let me ask this of everybody, the group. Is my understanding correct that there's basically one of two scenarios that we know of right now? First one being we go through the cycle of the Zodiac. If we defeat the last one, that starts the cataclysm. The second option is we go proactive and or basically go offensive. And if we do so, find the right person, if that's Azerian, and defeat him, that triggers a cataclysm. Or would that end the cataclysm?
We don't defeat Azerian.
Why not?
It's the Lord of the Realm. The realm will not have it.
Why can't we defeat the Lord of the Realm and have the Lord of the Realm
The
replaced
Lord of
with someone else?
I'm certain we
The
could
Lord of
defeat the Lord of the Realm, have the Lord of the Realm replaced by whoever defeated him.
But he's
And
also
with
the
that-
Lord of the Dread Realm. If he comes into our realm, hey, he's putting himself out there, right?
You're already in his realm.
Or-
Black Zodiac is to break him from the realm. If the Black Zodiac touches the realm, you are free of Azerian.
But we get Silk.
But you get Silk.
which is not a
And
bad
you guys
thing.
stay in the Dread Realm. I'm sorry, you don't get rid of the Dread Realm. You get free of Azerian, and Silk becomes goes back as the original Dread Realm of Alanis.
So for the elves, that's very bad, and for
Yes.
you and the Raven Queen, that's the opposite of what you want.
Correct.
And believe it or not, history shows the Dread Realm to be a safer and more lawful place under Azerian's rule than the Dark Ladies.
Correct. Because Silk, it was originally a necromancer. That's where the undead mostly came from.
Azerian has been known as a follower of Tyr, of law and order. Cruel law and order, the use of undead, certainly, but nowhere near what Silk did.
But Silk is a god, right?
Now, so we don't really know, speculating wise, what would happen if she's forced to become the Dread Realm again. It could mean it. Now that you think about it, it could mean there is no other gods. All of you are sucked into Silk's realm as her pantheon.
And since I'm a believer that the alignment of the god is driven by their worshippers and their people that have faith in them and build their power up, we could change the way Silk's alignment is.
It already is that way. There are old feelings, but now Silk is considered the goddess of magic. She's not known as the necromancer before.
Right.
She also
so
doesn't have the time. Yes.
she's not dark anymore per se. Magic is
Correct.
neutral.
Magic is not neutral. Magic is still very arcane magic is still very untrustworthy within the realm, unless it's being wielded by a member of the Circle of Roses, because they
Right.
watch each other for corruption.
Which in the philosophy of things, though, it is actually neutral.
Peregrine, I need you to stand on my side here.
I, in fact, have very similar thoughts to the disposition of the gods and the nature. I do not disagree with you at all in that. What else would you like me to stand with you?
No, that is perfect. See, he is circle mage and he sees for himself the alignment of magic and the gods.
What are you trying to say? That we should let the next Black Zodiac touch the circle and make the Dark Lady the goddess of the realm? You know that's something she doesn't want and doesn't like, and she will smite you.
Yeah, no.
And I
Grandma
might
Mare
as
should
well.
not be the Dark Realm, the Dark Lord at all. No.
I might as well.
The lady's back.
Yeah, hi guys.
Welcome, Ken. Good job taking care of your friend.
Welcome back. Name not available.
Yeah, right.
Kerowynn.
All right, so we don't want the Dark Lady in the position of Lord of the Realm, but we don't want Azerian in position of Lord of the Realm either, because he's clearly bad news for everyone.
Right. Which
Agreed.
means
So
is
what's the
you
so what's
stop.
the alternative?
Problem
if
is,
we
it
took
doesn't
the
matter
option?
who's the leader of the Dark Realm. They're all bad. They all must be opposed.
Right.
The
And someone
question right
who's
now is, we need to stop the threat that will destroy everyone here.
is it impossible for somebody who's not aligned that way to be the Lord of the Realm?
Well, here's the thing. If you guys stop all the Zodiac from touching, the counter was the realms collide and the Dread Realm is dissolved. But the problem was it killed millions,
Right.
which is why you guys are invested in the chambers. So none of you guys before early on, let's be truth. That is the goal. The goal is to put the chambers in place. Thulsa has given himself to doing that, so you know they're happening. Your major issue now is to get mages there to cast the spell when the 12th Zodiac is about to make her attack. That's when you know you've got to get them there. And mages have now proven through Krista can make the move very quickly. So you can really keep them all in the same place if you'd like. But the problem, which I want to kind of like, as you will contemplate going through, is Azerian conquering everything will mean those places are still destroyed. So Greyheim in all aspect is no longer savable. They're all gone. You may say people of Greyheim, they're alive here. Maybe that will get rebuilt. But now in the future plans, Greyheim is done.
Well,
And that's where Azerian's planning is what you're trying to figure out.
that's one less city that we need to worry about protecting, but
We need
unfortunately,
to.
Elsa doesn't
we-
know that. So I guess it's kind of irrelevant.
Correct.
But we have the ability to go in and save the artifacts. Maybe that's a last thing, but there are remnants of the older times that we should spare. The legacy of Ash's family, the legacies of the Greyheim Riders, their blades, their armors.
And those things
They're-
are in
they're
Greyheim.
trainings.
None of the survivors took any of those things with them.
We can ask. And if there's things left behind, as there likely will be, we can find out where they might be. That might be worthwhile to be able to go there to get those things. There's a legacy of knowledge that if we've managed to save the rest of the world, we probably should look at saving the knowledge that built one of the shining gems of this world.
All right. Well, when it comes to infiltrating, we know who in our group can do that well. So
But perhaps, if nothing else, we should go look for more survivors. We could not have been the only ones that escaped.
True.
what
There's still going
other?
to be a circle there.
Yep.
Can't. Okay, so
We're not
can't we just-
overthrowing Azerian. I don't think
No.
we'll be successful in that. But if there's a way to utilize that circle to get there, get in, do what we have to do, and get back out, that might be useful.
Well, I'm saying the circle will still be there. It's still an option. We could use it as like a refugee camp or something if we can clear out anything that's still there.
I think that's
Or-
If-
a whole
if
bunch
we
of
can
what
clear
ifs
out
and
the
maybe for
enemy.
another time.
That's there.
I think that's a whole bunch of what ifs and maybes for another time.
All right.
We need to decide what to do now. We're spinning our wheels.
Agreed.
Let me ask this again, just for trying to clarify. trying to clarify things. If one of the Zodiac gets to the circle, the Raven Queen basically overthrows Azerian and takes over the Dread Realm.
No, Silk.
Or Silk.
Yes.
So it's in Azerian's best interest that that doesn't happen.
No. He wants to be Dreadlord.
Yeah. So he would
Right,
want.
yeah. It's in his best interest that doesn't happen. Yes. And she doesn't want to be Dreadlord.
So how do we leverage that knowledge? Get him on our side, at least to defeat the Zodiac through the all the levels.
We don't
And
make
then,
a
in the end, defeat him.
we don't cut a deal with the Dreadlord. That's likely to corrupt us.
We lose that.
He can be reasoned with. We don't have anything right now to work with, though.
Well, we do. We just can't.
We can't leverage it.
We've got the circle. As far as we know, there's no other circles in this realm that are under siege to get Silk into the position of taking over. It's the one and only one is here in Welshire.
Right?
That's probably why the evil druid won't come down here and razz the town. It would make it easier for whoever the next Zodiac to come in and walk right up to the, unless her army stuck around and started playing defense.
I imagine her army would.
Thorendor, give me one insight check.
One better than last time, a 9.
Wow, you're rolling terrible.
I am legit confused about this whole scenario right now.
Yeah, no DM help.
This is our opportunity to free the entire realm from the Dread Realm. We activate all of these circles in all of these towns after we've defeated the last of the Black Zodiac. Azerian is freed from his prison, as is all of Alanis. No more Dread Realm, no more Dreadlord. Everything short of that is a compromise that leaves us in the same place. Does anybody want to continue to live within a Dreadlord Dread Realm when given the opportunity to leave it? Would you have us come up short of that and live under the tyrannical rule of this realm still?
You're there, Jen. We just treated you when you weren't.
Under either person possible to lead it? Thorendor, the elves would suffer greatly if the Dark Lady was put back in power. If Azerian finds out that we took a shortcut and didn't let him leave the Dread Realm, he would smite us too. There's an opportunity for his freedom, but we can't leverage that right now. We can't get to talk to him right now. I mean, we can, but we're not willing to risk that right now. Do you want me to go to Greyheim and say, hey, can I talk to Azerian? I believe we've discussed that and said it was a bad idea.
King Azerian of New Greyheim. Interesting way to phrase that, milady.
I mean, I guess he's technically king of Greyheim right now.
That has something to do with bloodline, right?
I think
I
that's
gotta
what
be
you
missing
mean.
something.
Right now he is. I mean, right now we have to choose between the lesser of two evils, same as before.
Oh, I see.
right?
Again, because he's arrived. I understand. Well,
What are you talking about? The lesser of two evils? What?
well left.
Between Azerian, as he's mumbling about over the King of Greyheim or the Dark Lady, which one's the lesser of our two evils here?
Well, we've already decided that we don't want the Dark Lady to be in that position because it's not a position that she wants to be in, and forcing that would be awful.
She's escaped from it once before.
And the answer to that is stopping all of the Zodiac onslaughts.
Yes, and having the protection circles in place in order to save the realm when the cataclysm begins.
Right.
So I
And then
guess-
if you're saying Azerian would want to be freed from the Dread Realm, I mean, the thought of him just being king of New Greyheim is a lot less than being the lord of a whole Dread Realm and having undead armies swarming around killing everybody. That seems a little bit less of a threat than his current position.
Don't make the
Azerian's
mistake of
last
thinking.
title was also emperor. That's for you guys. All.
Yeah, don't make the mistake of ever thinking Azerian is ever going to be less of a threat one way or the other. He's too smart, too cunning, too devious, too ambitious to ever not be considered a threat.
But if he's freed and only sits as king of a city, is that not less of a threat than the lord of the Dread Realm?
Well,
The Dread Realm will
as history has stated, he would not be king of a city. He would be emperor of it all.
but his ambitions would always be checked by the realm to make sure he never got the freedom he wanted. He's always going to be denied something. Free him from the realm, he might be able to be sated for whatever that is. The realm tortures the Dreadlord. Ben, we don't know how, right? No. We don't know what his torture is, but I'm certain there is one. That's how it works.
But because he has an archdruid now, that's kind of a countermeasure to the realm torturing him, right?
No, that's just another one of his servants.
But I thought because of a druid's close link with the realm and the land, it does kind of give him a small countermeasure to what the realm does against him as far as what the land does, right?
No, it just means that druid is more tied to the land. That archdruid, and this is something that Tyros has to watch out for, has been subjected to the corruption of the land because of their closeness to it. Tyros has to watch to ensure he isn't tempted by such things going forward, being he's so close to the land. She's more of a tie to the land to him, and he may not even realize it. She's an extension of the realm he's using as a foot soldier.
True. I could have no idea. I generally don't.
Thorendor mentioned that there are hardly any druids in Alanis ever, and no elf chooses to be a druid.
So land chooses them. Well, that already kind of sets Tyros up for a hard time.
Ben, I put
That's
in the
what-
chat, but I'm going to ask out loud. Would it be known if the druid would have to be of this land or any land for her to be of the land?
you're a fighter. Druid magic is not, again, that well known. I told you about what Thorendor said about no elf being a druid. Tyros mentioned that he's a little afraid because he's not supposed to be sensed by another druid, but this one can. Like when he moves around, whatever, this druid seems to be able to pick him up.
Well, we've done a lot of talking and not really gained any ground.
Nope.
So
Agreed.
let's
Welcome to Alanis.
start with plan A. Let's talk with the druid.
Okay.
Or we prepare to kill the druid. Those are that's
Is there
the two heads of the coin.
What do we think is a safe way to talk to the druid without putting anybody in jeopardy, either physically or?
There is
When she attempts to surrender at the point of our blades and arrows.
Yeah. Now, just agreeing to converse with the druid puts whoever is conversing in danger.
everybody will be in danger. It's Alanis. We're heroes.
You're
We
crazy.
mitigate all the danger.
You call yourself a hero now, Ash?
We all do. We're fighting
I-
for the protection
I'm
of the
a sailor.
realm. You don't consider yourself a hero in this
Peregrine?
game?
Peregrine, how many,
No.
what was the size of the army in Greyheim?
How much Greyheim had?
The riders number in the hundreds, and we had
Yeah.
five,
about
600 men afoot.
750 men, a dozen mages, at least all 12 of the churches represented. And
You're talking the entire might of a sizable city. I cannot quantify the ability that failed in front of this druid.
And not to pour salt in the wounds, but how quickly did Greyheim fall?
we'll say 3 hours.
It was a quarter of a day.
So to say that someone's going to walk up and put sword and arrow tip to this druid to make her surrender or
Oh yes, you are quite mad.
foolish.
Again, this druid has a master. If that master wanted us removed from the map, we'd be gone. If that master wanted me and Diana in his city, we'd be gone. He wants to make us do those things. We're not going to.
I agree. But
If
you are going to antagonize this druid by drawing sword and spell and expect.
Nope. We will not do that. We are that. I love Mshale's attitude there, but that's not how we do this.
And who is the master of the druid?
Azerian.
So again, my point being, he will do what he can to protect the circle. And right now, if that's letting you and us live,
Provided he knows about the circle. There are forces there that
why else
we
would he
don't
let you live
comprehend.
if he has the ability just to?
Because he wants me to go to him and surrender to him, to join him, not to be conquered, to willingly submit.
So what if you go to him and tell him of the circle and tell him of what his fate would be if the defenses of this circle falls? And we look to leverage that.
If he finds his prize, his desire may change. But how would we stop him from finding the prize?
we're not ready for me or Diana to be face to face with it. We don't have anything in place other than, hey, look, we have a circle that needs to be defended. We need to go about our plan to contact the other cities, let them know that Greyheim has fallen to Azerian. We need to go about our plan to defend this city and the circle, and to go to each other city and find those circles and put mages in place to take care of those. Then, at that point, we can tell Azerian what's going on. And ideally, he says, oh shit, you've done it all. Let me help because I am that great. But right now, if we tell him anything that he doesn't already know, he'll become angered and he'll try and take the initiative from us. He's not going to let us do this on our own. He will do it his way.
So we do, or we don't want him to know the circle is here?
I don't think we do right now.
Not necessarily right now. I agree with you. We need to identify the location of these underground chambers, the other circles, in the other 20 cities that we named,
When I
and
go,
have the mages available.
we do not have to identify them. I need to go to the city and uncover them. I know where they are.
And you think that, oh, but the Fey Mage can teleport you, right?
Right. That's how I travel with, ideally, I need as we've discussed in the past, I need an escort of royal blood. So,
Right. So Kerowynn or Balin.
not Kerowynn. Kerowynn needs to stay. Balin had agreed that she would go, and putting her within other cities would enable her to make use of her contacts and resources out there as well.
And I think we discussed Ian also going on this trip.
I think it was left open-ended, but yeah, I think Ian was discussed as a possibility. I'm open to
Yeah, I said
You
I
would
would
travel
go.
to the 20 cities and uncover each of the circles.
And would it
Yes.
be safer for Tyros to travel with you, or safer for Tyros to stay here with the Archdruid knowing of Tyros?
Thing is, she's going to
Probably
know of him wherever he goes, it sounds like.
If she
Yeah.
if he goes with you and she has that type of connection, she'll know your every
Traveling.
step.
Right.
I mean, she won't know that
He's
who's with Tyros, but she would know that Tyros is traveling for some reason.
which is going to set off alarms.
All right. Well,
So the other part, other than traveling to the cities and uncovering the locations, is having the mages on hand to cast the spell. So
And
we need
ideally, we find a
we need
mage in each city to teach the spell to.
ideally, yes.
Or bring ones with us that can be brought there. Or I suspect from things that have been said that I hadn't considered to this point, it might be worth finding a mage, bringing them back here where they're protected until such a time as they need to be brought to their chambers.
if they have the ability to travel quickly, I think that's probably the safe way of ensuring their protection.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's the problem, is I don't know that last little bit. Not sure on that.
Well,
Some cities they'll be pretty safe in Khazgoroth, Kalam Datara, Harlock's Hold, Thanks Keep. Even shit, how am I forgetting the name?
as far as convincing a mage of what you speak, Ian should be able to pull that off easily.
If not Ian, then me, or I mean, yeah, it all depends on the nature of the mage. One of us can do it.
Well, Ian's a better talker than you.
Ian speaks differently than I do. It all depends on the nature of the mage.
Yeah.
You have your opinions, but You haven't seemed to found a good counter to them yet, other than to say I'm not good at speaking.
No, you speak truth, Ash, and
And
some
sometimes
do
that's important.
listen to that better. But I will
Agreed.
say, when it comes to mages, I think you're better off getting them with a silver tongue than you are with the truth.
Maybe not all of them, and that's why. I'm certain that when we go to Terra, city ruled by the religious, the mage we're going to want to find is probably somebody who follows one of those gods that appreciates truth. Again, nothing needs to be set in stone. Each plan needs to be made as it goes along. But we need to start working towards one of those, all of those plans.
Is a party of 3
It
enough?
won't be 3.
All right. Well, it sounds like you should gather up that party that's necessary and leave, because all we've done is talk about the inevitable loss that we're going to suffer if we don't act.
Agreed. Why I've been kind of frustrated that that's all we've been doing.
It also seems that going out and talking to this druid will bear no fruit and probably lead to whoever goes to speak with them dying or being corrupted for no reason at all.
Okay.
If we're not willing to share any information with them that would prevent them from marching on our town at this moment.
Fair enough. Like I said, I saw an opening. Can we exploit it? I don't know. You don't think so? I kind of agree with you at this point. I don't know if there's any benefit.
With that said, what is our next move?
Ash gathers who he needs along with Ian and Balin, and they get ready to depart.
Okay.
We prepare our defenses for if this archdruid does march on the town. And we also continue to bolster our defenses, because we do know that the next sigil is right around the corner, right? We never know when they're going to strike.
Right. We need to be aware of that. And you'll be losing a lot of people when I leave.
Like how many is a lot?
Well, like half of our high level priests and our only high level bard. And
So we still have 2 high-level priests, right? We have one of
no, just one.
Why don't you put in
okay.
chat who you're taking? Let's just get that, and then we can go from there. You're gathering.
What's the next sigil that's coming?
Therendor is
And I can't find it.
Therendor is also a priest, right?
Yeah, but I'm not the Healy type.
You need to become a Healy type, because there'll be no healing when I'm gone. You have
Therendor's
access to
sister
those
is
spells.
also a priest, correct?
Who is?
Therendor's sister.
She can do more healing than I can.
But the point was, she was probably going to be coming with me, because we need someone from the elf contingent to speak to the return of the elves.
So take one of the slacker elves.
Slacker elves.
Or Therendor could listen to the teachings of the Sapphire and adapt his tactics to learn to heal better. Locking into one level of tactics, it sounds like a terribly bad idea.
The goddess of Sapphire was not a healer.
It seems to have worked for him so far. He's lived longer than we have. Am I right?
But he's only been the goddess of a follower of Sapphire for how long, Therendor?
Oh, it's been longer than you've been alive.
No, it's not. The goddess of Sapphire has only been around for like a month.
Misa, time, weird.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe a month for you
Oh.
guys in this realm.
Remember, I was there when I knew about the goddess before you did. Remember?
Actually, you know what, Ash? Maybe you take Therendor, since he is not an aiding cleric. He is a war priest. If you encounter resistance, that is what he does.
The wolf pack would make a quite the escort for you.
They're also fairly well needed here to protect the city, as is you with your knowledge of tactics. Since we've lost Thulsa, we need someone to lead the armies.
Normally, I would
The
agree with you
maelstrom.
100%, but also
The maelstrom is
Guys.
next. The
We've
arrow.
got Kerowynn. Kerowynn has learned from Thulsa and Therendor, and her
and you guys
and her time
held
as a
up pretty well
mercenary.
against the last Zodiac. Not to downplay my wolf pack, but we didn't really do shit the last one.
No, but the town's threatened by a force from the north. There's all kinds of things that is needed. I don't have a problem with bringing Therendor at all. I just thought his tactical knowledge would be more appreciated here. I'm going
Well,
to
before it does
see
go, I will also note you've just taken both generals, the last two candidate generals for the army, out of the.
So besides,
Also,
Thulsa was given charge. He's gone.
yep.
I'm assuming Therendor is next in line, but I don't know if that's actually official. But there are a number of humans, orcs, other mercenary companies. So someone's gonna have, if he goes, someone else is taking over that shit.
Right. We have a ton of military leaders currently residing in our town.
that's
Thulsa
not the way
did
it
leave
works.
a recommendation.
He did,
In
and
chat.
he did. I know it, and I don't believe he survived. Did he? Simeon's not around anymore, is he?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was in Greyheim.
Nope.
Okay, my
He
bad.
can't be in Greyhound.
I thought he went back to Greyheim.
Can I just, MSI will just speak up at this point and goes, I know a thing or two about troops. Not much, because the Foxes operate slightly differently. But with most people of sword and bow, if their top leadership changes frequently, that takes away from their morale. You take away one general, give another, take away another general, give another, one after the other, regardless of the reasons, regardless of what makes sense. It's disconcerting. No, he wouldn't say that. It's tough. It's hard for them to understand. In the thick of a fight, they need to know, are they serving the person who stood with them the longest, not the person who's there for the week.
And I can tell you from one campaign when I was a mercenary that if you change out generals or the person paying you too much, it causes confusion. Nobody knows who to report to.
I thought when Thulsa was leaving, we decided that Yanjiro's brother was going to be the new leader.
I thought so too.
We decided Yajiro's brother was going to lead the town guard.
Yeah, and I think Thulsa recommended Simeon be the head of.
Did he recommend that to anybody else? Just out of curiosity.
I thought he made that recommendation like at the gathering.
Well, this is another good debate. I hate to unfortunately make it another debate, but if Yolen is really the captain of Kerowynn's house guard, which in technicality is more important than the town guard, because that's her personal life, and you've had infiltrators. I'm not sure that you'd want him in that role. Simeon can definitely take over the command of the army, but Yolan, on the other hand, would be someone who needs to definitely stay close to Kerowynn and the people he has in position.
I would
And
agree
yes,
with that.
Yes, Matt, I read your letter. I'm going a different way. I guess the question now is, who do we want leading all of our military forces in the town? We had given that job to Thulsa, who has gone off to do what he needs to do.
Whoever Thulsa recommended.
Does anybody know who Thulsa recommended?
I don't recall and don't know if Mshale was present for that statement to be made. Matt, you'd have to let me know if that statement's made. You said it was in the chat. I'm happy to roll back and look, but if my character wasn't present, there's not really a good reason for me to do so.
Thulsa left it in a direction type note of, this is the organization of the army that I suggest and who leads it and such. And I posted it into the chat, so it'd just be easy to reference should people want it.
Right, but who did you give it to? Because that's the only thing our characters would know.
Well, specifically, Karen would have gotten it because she would have had to make the decision on to use what he selected or not, or suggested or not. But
okay,
it was a written
Okay.
down here.
Did you find it, Jen?
I'm scrolling up now.
All right, I'll say it. He said Simeon should lead the army. However, Art's saying, do we want an NPC in charge of our army, or do we want a PC in charge of our army? Come on, guys.
AKA, do we want Ben or do we want?
Well, Ben or do we want Rico?
So let's think about it. Simeon
Mshale would have said Therendor. He leads the elves. He's not exactly from here, but he's been charged with protecting here. And him as an outsider, commanding all the other outsiders as well as the people in, with Kerowynn's direct approval, will have the best chance of leading everybody and coordinating. And as an elf, he's older than everybody, so he has more experience than anybody.
Yes, that's all true. But it does lead us to an issue, as Ash stated, of healers versus not healers, priests versus war priests, and Therendor becomes an issue for us as someone to support keeping people alive. So, Simeon already knows the tactics of the town. He knows everything that Thulsa knew. He's a human, and he's who Thulsa recommended. Also, him being an NPC just means he's going to die, but that is fine.
In other words, we just might as well.
I'm trying to keep this all in Mshale and not a game, but I'll just say, one, I don't think it's a good idea to go talk to the druid anyway. Two, I think there's more to be gained by Therendor being in charge and doing what he was charged with doing when he came here. Defend the town with his group. He's a general. He's a leader. Let him do that. Let him be the linchpin. Let him be the one who connects us all. Let the oldest among us be the roots that bind us.
No, because he's not human.
Your bias is showing you, Jiro.
Doesn't matter. He's not from here. So just because he's older than us does not mean that his tactics are best for us.
His age and experience say different.
They certainly help.
And I, for one, won't back a decision based strictly on the fact that someone is human or not human.
My decision is solely based on Thulsa's decision.
But that's not the reason you just provided.
So Therendor.
That's true.
Therendor. Given the
Yes.
situation, who do you think is the best person to lead our armies going forward? With
That's a loaded question.
Should that question not be had with Simeon in the room?
we could ask him, absolutely. I'm asking for the opinion of a follower of a god who espouses tactics and sponsors adventurers, and a man who has spent hundreds of years fighting the undead coming from the north.
And I have absolutely no problem with that. But again, I want to lean. On one hand, if I were to express a leaning towards my cousin Simeon, it may be perceived that it is done so because I am one, his cousin, and two, he's human. But that's why I said, do we not need him in the room? Because three, I want his opinion on this. If he's to lead or co-lead or sub-lead the troops. I don't think I agree with you that perhaps the experienced person should lead. However, Thulsa's thought was for Simeon. I'm only bringing that up. That's
There's nothing saying that Therendor wouldn't have commanders for each of the individual units under his command, and Simeon would be perfect to do that. But I think the overall coordination should be with Therendor. I, leading the Wellshire Foxes, would simply answer to whomever you assign. But if you're asking my opinion, I do think Therendor would be best.
So there are several candidates. There is Therendor. There is Simeon. There is Diana. There are the commanders of all the other units. Everybody has their drawbacks. Diana is not the one you want doing it. Love her to death. She's fantastic. But she is not the person you want defending it.
She wasn't a candidate.
I said
Alaric
she is
will
a
peek
candidate
out from
for
behind
experience.
Kerowynn's
Don't do it, Lee.
shoulder and say,
Oh,
my sister would be a perfect warrior, and she is a great defender. I'm sure it would be a wonderful idea for her to lead all your folks. I'm pretty sure that went badly the last time it was tried. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
just said.
Pretend I
She's an
didn't say
aggressive.
that. And he steps back.
She's an aggressive, childish brute. So no, she's not a good leader for us.
I just said she's a
Alaric
candidate
Misty
because of her
steps
skills.
directly
I also
behind
understand-
Yashiro, and he says, "Don't ever speak that way of my sister again. These others may be your friends for all of your life. Trust me when I tell you that will not be as long as you may think."
I
Don't threaten
just
me.
want, guys, please. I appreciate your desires to trade witty banter, but I simply brought up Diana for the same
I'm
reason
not
I would
witty.
bring up Therendor, and I would bring up Simeon experience. I also agree Diana is not the right person for this job. For all, in the same breath I said it, I said she wasn't the right person. I'm just saying
I agree.
there are other people. So I think we're down to two. Would we like to have them in the room to have the discussion with them both together?
Well,
Or should we sit around and bicker some more?
one's already in the room, right? Therendor's already in the room.
Yes.
So yeah, let's get Simeon in here.
All right, we'll bring in Simeon.
Kerowynn would lean over, put her arm slightly around Ulrich, put her hand on his mouth, and whisper in his ear, "Quiet, darling."
Yeah, I have no problem killing an archfey. I could care less.
That's not what I was trying to lean towards, Jaro.
Alaric reduces his glowering frown at Yajiro. He steps back with Kerowynn, And he turns towards you, Kerowynn, and looks down at his front, and you notice that Alric did have his dagger in place and was ready to backstab. And he deftly hides it.
Not now.
And he bows his head gently, kisses Kerowynn on her cheek, and steps behind her.
It was all I could do not to go. Let the adults talk, honey.
Also, M. Chalet, my comment regarding Therendor being an elf was not due to him being an elf. It was because you stated that he is the oldest. He is only the oldest because he is an elf.
I am failing to see the difference. I spoke of his age in reference to his ability to have and maintain experience. I
And
don't
if
care
Thulsa
the
thought,
reason why he has more.
and if Thulsa
Gentlemen?
thought that his age,
Gentlemen, is this helpful right now?
I don't know, is Simeon in the room yet? Because if we're just conversing without him being in here, then we're just
Simeon's-
conversing until he gets in here.
Yeah, I also don't think the line of conversation is helpful to anything at all. You guys both have your opinions, and they're not going to change each other's mind on it. So why beat on it?
As Simeon walks in, Alric, you see something, and then I'm gonna go from there.
Oh,
But only you see it.
oh, what does he see?
Read your messenger.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Simeon goes,
okay.
I was asked to arrive.
Thank you, Simeon. Lady
Go ahead,
Kerowynn,
Kerowynn.
I think this is your thing.
Simeon, in the, how do I put this? With Thulsa having gone on his mission, his very important mission, we are found ourselves in a bit of a power vacuum below me, the next step below. We have on one hand the recommendation of Thulsa. On the other hand, we have the recommendation or perhaps the vote of others. We have votes equally. We need to decide who shall lead the forces in the next step, like I said, the next step below me. On one hand, we have you. On the other hand, we have, I almost said Tyros, and that was so not the person. I am so sorry, Rico.
Getting the elves all confused.
I mean, they're all knife ears, right? No, I mean,
Yeah, go Jen, come on. This company's getting all messed up.
thanks. And it doesn't help that Rico just has Rico on his screen.
Therendor.
Thank
Therendor.
you. Thank you. So on one hand, Thulsa
It's better than name
recommended-
not available.
Hey, I can't fix that. I don't know why. I've tried like 5,000 different times. On one hand, Thulsa suggested you, Simeon. On the other hand, due to experience and so on, Therendor has also been put on the table, and we would like to hear your recommendation and or side of things.
Hasn't you voted?
We have not voted. We are trying to decide, and we cannot have that decision without you in the room as well. It would not be appropriate or fair.
And there's no point in voting for you if you didn't want the mantle.
What do you want, Kerowynn?
I want who's best to lead. Thulsa suggested you.
Do you trust Thulsa?
I do.
So then I will lead.
She kind of does a sweeping look over the other faces in the room.
Ash looks bored and annoyed at the same time.
Given the nature of the conversations this evening, I agree.
With Ash or with the second?
Like, not like he's probably looked like that for most of the evening, to be honest with you. It has nothing to do with his attitude hasn't changed.
Everything settled now?
Simeon, I would encourage you if since nobody has spoken against this, I will encourage you to accept it with the caveat that Therendor is your second in command and advisor.
As the lady wishes. I mean, I don't have much of a remnant of a troop left after the first defense of the town, but I will put him as a confidant, second in command, as the lady wishes. I will go see to the army unless there's a command that you wish for the army to be doing now.
I will put my trust in you and Therendor.
Well, Therendor, I guess we have an army to
Organized?
be stationed.
We do. The only exception is with whom Ash is taken with him.
Yeah.
And who will not be available to defend.
That's the other boredom part of the evening, Ash.
High Priest,
why are you still here?
High Priest, you're taking military units? And you need a certain military unit?
The Summer Court. I need a representative from the Elven Court as well. Krista will go with me. I'm looking up.
You want all of those summer units?
Just Diana's Summer Court units, the Summer Vanguard, the Hawthorne Legion, those
the ones that were protecting you. That should be no problem.
Exactly. I don't see any need to take anybody else outside of that group. I don't want a massive Vanguard with me, but a bodyguard would be important, and also they represent the Fey contingent. Balin, can you think of anybody you feel you need to bring with you as well? I assume Larkin should come with us. Balin? Oh, Balin!
Sorry, I'm having connection issues.
All right.
I didn't hear anything what anyone said.
Do you want to bring anybody with you? So more or less any NPC, so to speak.
I had suggested that you probably want to bring Larkin.
Well, I always want to bring Larkin.
Right. Well, that and he can work his contacts within any city we go to as well. So, Ian, I know you'd probably like to bring Madeline, but anywhere we go that has the Circle of Roses, she'll be considered an outlaw.
Will she?
She's a unregistered mage.
Technically,
Unless
so am I.
You're a bard. You don't need to join the Circle of Roses.
Your magic comes from your skill with
Song and word.
It's a Thulsa joke, guys.
No, I know Thulsa kept saying things like that, but that's the circle, and I believe
Not quite the same kind of wiggly fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, he wiggles them on the neck of a lute.
It's true. It's true.
Peregrine can probably attest to your lack of need to join the circle, but not Magdalene's, unless she wishes to join the circle here, and maybe we have either Peregrine or Red Mist lead that here for us, thereby making her legitimate.
If she wants to join, right? Didn't she leave?
She did. I'm just laying options out there, not forcing anything on anybody.
But
if she wants to go with us,
still has contacts just like Bayland and Larkin and me. So,
right. I don't disagree with any of that, other than we're going to some big cities where if she's found as being a mage not associated with the circle, there are problems.
She could put her.
And pardon me for asking, but who did you say this is?
A friend.
A mage friend.
A very close mage friend.
Who is not part of the circle?
Depends what circle you want to talk about.
The most important circle for mages?
I mean, I would let Ian answer that question on what kind of circle she's a part of, but I mean, that's more so after Dark Tales.
So you are saying you are harboring a rogue?
Oh no, I'm.
She's
flat out.
not
I'm
from
ready.
here. She just arrived.
Well said, Michelle.
You
Who
can't
has
see
just
it,
arrived
I'm
but has left?
I didn't catch that.
Who has
Carol,
just
Carol,
arrived
give me an
but
insight check.
has left?
We never got a Circle of Roses established here in
Me?
Yes.
Welshire, so she was never able to report to the Circle of Roses in Welshire.
$13.
Could you assist us with taking care of that?
Okay. Thank you.
And may we, if we have a rogue among us, then they must be brought within the circle. Or the halflings will have to be summoned.
No, the halflings don't need to know anything.
I do not believe
Peregrine.
that is your call.
Peregrine, my friend, we're just poor backwater folk out here. Yes, we fall under my name, my family name, and the Greyheim name, and my cousins and my family. But really and truly, we're kind of backwater folk who have scraped and scrapped and done what we could to survive and to protect ourselves from everything that comes around. At times that means that we may or may not have been able to contact anybody from a circle or to vet anybody through a circle. And we have learned to trust these folk. Sometimes they're hedge wizards, sometimes they're, witches from outside. But when it comes to finding out when the soil is ripe and the weather is good, we do what we can to trust. And sometimes we just trust.
That is not possible in this land. The only trust you can have of a mage is if they are pledged to a circle. Otherwise, they are a rogue.
So you're
Well,
you're telling me that what I've done to help my folks survive is wrong?
No,
wanna put
not
And
at all.
Hold on, guys. To give you guys perspective in dealing with Peregrine here, remember everything you guys talked about with Silk is thousands of years of this association with her as a magic user. She is the cause of magic not being trusted. And mages and sorcerers, which are very rare, mages, mostly wizards, who choose the line of the Dark Lady say, I choose power over other people. The reasoning doesn't quite fit with most Alana's people. If you're not pledged, like you said, to a circle, you are more or less very much like Silk was in her old day. You are dangerous. So Circle Roses finding other mages is very much Inquisition level shit that you just revealed to Peregrine.
My bad.
It's a good thing that Magdalene was looking to rejoin the circle, right, Ian?
When we get representatives and can send for the circle to get our
Yeah, I
folk to
thought
join.
that was something we were going to work on, is setting up a circle here so people who needed to could join.
Yeah, Starlock was supposed to do that, but he got called back.
Yeah, that was all
That's very
part of
true.
a greater plan that just didn't work out.
Was one of his side
Peregrine
projects.
probably knows Starlight, actually. Maybe.
Very well. He is the brother of my friend Briss.
Did he make it?
Well, Starlock, we don't know.
Do not believe he was in the city at the time.
Oh, what a relief.
But you are saying Starlock knew of a renegade and did nothing?
He didn't have time.
I don't know
To
that
vet.
they ever met.
But you just said he was going to take care of it.
He was going to set up the circle.
Any mages that had not been part of the circle, he was going to make it so that if they came here for refuge, he could bring them into the Circle of Roses.
I do not believe you understand this concept. You do not just bring in mages. If they are not brought up in this circle, it is dangerous. That means another rogue taught them.
But my dear, how do you not find recruits? You can't have mages everywhere. Somebody has to go
yes,
seek
we
out.
do. We have circles in all the major cities, in all the centers of education. When children show aptitude, they're given the opportunity to learn.
In those cities,
They are the
yes.
Jedi.
In those cities, yes. But
Yeah,
we haven't had a representative here in some time to go and teach and recruit from our youngsters. So,
But you are, of course, aware of this circle. You know what this circle is, do you not?
of course I do. But
And so you
we
do
have
not
been
send
very,
your children to this circle when they.
my dear, when was the last time do you think I've had time? Do you not see what's been going on here?
In all fairness, though, our circle is more of an oval. So, I mean,
Balance.
something. So it's more of like a re-entering society kind of thing. And, you know, it might not be a perfect circle, but who's ever perfect? I mean, come on. There's not one thing on this great land that is ever perfect. So we like little oval action than a circle.
I do not believe you know what you're talking about, Miss. Is it Balin?
Yeah, we haven't met, and we should probably just leave it at this conversation. I'm more of what you call a black sheep of the family.
Steph,
So,
Yeah.
now that you're here, give me an investigation check, please, Steph.
okay, hold on.
Yeah. We don't listen. She's kind of the crazy branch.
am the all welcoming branch. Excuse me there. Don't give me that. 25.
Awesome. Now that you're looking at Paragon, something just concerns you. He is definitely Circle of Roses, but you've seen that they have a certain adornment. He's a high level official of the Circle of Roses, and he looks like he's from one of the main chapters of that you've seen in Khazgoroth.
Okay.
So he's probably very heavy into this Inquisition of other mages thing.
So he is an inquisitor.
That's okay. I'm a good liar.
I'm just letting you know he has Khazgoroth connections.
Okay. Like I said, I'm also a good liar. I can,
Okay, work it.
I can persuade anybody.
we need you to.
Yeah, we need you to now.
Help!
Help.
I will also allow you to do another investigation check now that you kind of recognize his robes. With advantage because you worked with Larkin there.
29.
Okay, as you look at him, the name Paragon actually starts to come in. You've never really cared about officials and politicians and stuff before, so it really this hasn't been a big deal until now. All of a sudden, you're trying to protect your friend. Now that you think about this guy's position with you also gets worse. He's not really from he must have been sent to Greyheim, but he's not really from there. He's definitely from Khazgoroth. And he's also a noble of a minor house. You remember him being associated to the House of Guilliman.
Feel free to write that word in the chat.
Okay.
What house was that again? Did you say?
Lee, you're muted.
So
I said, did you say the house of the Goody Mob?
no. As you look at his attire, he is very like he has rank where you would consider like they have roses. There are gold etchings around roses for like the highest positions of it, and he is a high position white robe mage.
Okay.
And you know him from Khazgoroth, which means he probably knows a lot of mages in connection to Khazgoroth.
I'm writing a bunch of stuff down. Give me a sec.
No worries. When you're done with that, I need you to make another roll,
Okay.
and this will be another investigation, and this will be at disadvantage.
Boo.
This is kind of what she does, so we'll see.
14.
14. You know there's something about Paragon that makes him even more well known in the Circle of Roses in Khazgoroth as well as Greyheim.
Okay.
And that's all you got.
Okay.
I will also I'll add another thing just so you know. The Guilliman house is a cotton business.
Wool, Ben. You said.
Wool, sorry.
Okay.
He is the fourth of 5 children of Salvador, the Lord of the House. And that's all you now know of him.
I know a lot. Holy crap. Okay.
You have him as second son of 3 children in my background.
No, I have you as
He has an older brother and a younger sister.
I'm going to add something to you. Make sure you have those.
Okay.
He meant to add children.
Well, I wrote a big background of other things. There might be some things missed out.
Apparently 2 were born after I left.
I'm pretty sure there's another one in there. You probably just missed what I had.
No, you said he has an older brother, August, and a younger sister, Margot. That's his whole, like, mom, dad, brother, sister. But that's
Anybody
okay.
looking?
Load me up with brothers and sisters. Not a problem.
Just remember, the more brothers and sisters you have, the more you have to deal with, like I did in his last game.
All right, so there you go. You continue to try to help save Magdalene.
Anybody standing facing Kerowynn will notice that Ulrich is nodding his head like he's having a conversation, and it's very silent, like his mouth is moving. Anybody who might be able to read lips can see that, but one phrase trailing his last statement is heard, and time will take its own counsel.
Hey, Lee, whatever you just said, you need to send to me in text because I can read every word of it.
Master? Master, is that you?
Are you over my shoulder kind of a thing? Like standing behind me? Ulrich is?
Oh, yes. He's standing
Okay.
behind you looking out. But he's
Maestro?
got weird, but his irises are weird, so you won't necessarily
Lee.
see where he's looking. I'm sending
Lee,
it, Art.
Mike.
Hold tight.
Okay, cool.
Master? Is that you? Are you my master? You act very much like him. Master?
Alric is looking around now like, are you speaking to me?
And directly at you, yep.
Peregrine? I don't know if me now has met you then, or if me then has met you now.
Oh, yes, you are definitely
Or
my
later.
master.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you for the first and hopefully not last time. He steps forward very gleefully, shakes your hand, and says, and whispers in your ear. Somebody would have to be paying attention closely to him whispering the words that I'll type. And I got to send this to Art.
I will
first, so
be
Art
now.
Oh, we are.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure everybody's paying attention. That's why I said that out loud. Otherwise, I would have just typed it and let Ben decide whether he's going to give everybody a shot. Let me just get this to Art first, and then I'll do my whisper bit.
It
It's
is
okay.
the Jedi
Go ahead and
Order,
do your
by the
whisper
way.
bit.
But you all can, I'm sure anybody listening can get their roll, so we'll know who hears it and who doesn't.
Well, without
While I'm
question,
doing
I
that.
know I hears it. So I could ask him if I can't hear it.
What should I roll? Since
You
he's
may
right next
very
to
well
me.
hear it just because of who I'm talking to. So
I'm gonna say I'm
you
right,
know.
right next to you.
No, he
Yeah.
stepped in front of you and walked over to Peregrine. So he's
So
not
you'd
right
need
next to you now.
Perception. You'd have to use perception to either hear or see his or read his lips, basically.
Well,
Yeah.
nat 20, so I got that shit.
Well,
Bam.
he's literally facing Peregrine's ear, so you wouldn't be able to read his lips in this case because
But
he's
I
not
could hear it,
facing the public.
apparently.
Nat 20, you heard what he's about to say. Hang on, let me get this last bit to Art. I'll let Art try to figure out who he's talking to. All right. And I'll just say it out loud, but who all else heard, by the way? I should probably roll for him, Shelly, because you know damn well he's going to be trying to listen.
I got a 19.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just roll for M. Shelley real quick.
I'll say 16 years.
Okay. Yeah, and that
I
makes
got it
good
at
sense.
20.
That makes damn. Y'all rolling like
The
fools tonight.
cousins.
For a total of 26.
What are you talking about? I didn't hear nothing.
Damn. Damn.
The bard wasn't paying attention.
It's okay, I got you.
I got you.
Shelley rolls 23.
Wow.
So he leans into Peregrine's ear and he says, "My love lady Kerowynn is critically important to me. Anything you can do to protect her and those of hers would be a personal greatness to me. And you will forever and before be in my debt. Beware the one that speaks with the winged darkness."
May we, master? I will help as much as I can.
And he
Oh,
steps back
oh,
to Kerowynn.
you wished you wished me to pass on a message when I saw you next. What was it? Oh yes, the care of Wynn is not to be fallen to you. I don't know what you meant by that, but that you asked me to pass on.
Care of Wynn or Wind?
Wynn, I think the name, it must be a girl's name, Wynn. The care of Wynn. You're always after a girl, so you must have told me that.
Win or wind?
Kerowynn raises
Do
an
you
eyebrow.
say this out loud?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
As he's
He
contemplating,
literally goes to Kerowynn.
Morgan Edwards, one of your guards,
Oh.
comes running up to you. High Priest Ash, you're needed immediately outside.
Okay.
In his head, using
I don't-
telepathy in his head, Ulrich hears from in Kerowynn's voice. You're such a smooth talker.
It is easy.
Ash, you were brought out by the guard. There's a crowd there's laying around Lace Griffinclaw.
Crowd growing around Lace.
There's a group around.
Okay.
One of the guards has her head. She just dropped priest.
Medicine check to see what's wrong with her.
Roll.
13. Oh, sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. The roll is 13. Where the hell is medicine? Oh, 13 plus 8. So,
Oh yeah,
20.
You find no wounds on her.
Is she breathing?
No, she's all you can tell is cold dead.
She's just like dead beyond helping.
That's what you can do. That's what you determine.
And detect magic.
No magic.
No wounds. Beyond healing magic at this point. I mean, I'm going to cast a spell. I'll because I would cast Cure Wounds at the highest level I can.
You know that's not gonna
Okay.
work. She is considered dead.
Got a 3,000 gold piece diamond handy?
No, I don't.
I never did
No,
either.
I don't. Yeah, no, I don't have that. I don't have the dust to bring her back, the diamond dust to bring her back. Although raising dead in Alanis is a bad idea, but Spare the Dying is probably fine. Which requires, I believe, hold on. Yes, choose a creature within range that has 0 hit points and isn't dead. That creature becomes stable. So she's beyond that help.
Correct.
And at this point, I'll look around and say, what did anybody see? What happened? Did she say anything?
No, sorry, she was just walking, and then she was coming to the estate, and then she just collapsed.
Go
flash,
somebody,
no darkness, no light, no one appeared, nothing.
someone go get Lady Kerowynn.
Uh,
Arcana roll. Do I want Arcana?
Lady Kerowynn, you are summoned.
mean,
I
I've
come
done-
rushing out.
I've done medicine. I'll do an Arcana roll to see. Yeah, I suppose the idea of soul being stolen or something like that would be under Arcana, right?
Mm-hmm.
14.
Alric goes with Kerowynn.
Because this is my first instinct, I will turn to the first person. I don't care who they are, not Ash, not Ulrich. Put my hand on their shoulder and say, "Find Earthheart. Find her now."
Good call.
And the guard runs off.
I'm gonna try it just in case. No, she's dead. She can't. Greater Restoration doesn't help at all. That doesn't do anything.
She was just walking and collapsed like this.
That's what I was told.
I'm asking the general populace, if you will.
Yes, my lady. Nothing. We saw nothing.
And
Did
Ash,
Yajiro go with us out when she left?
Ash looks visibly shaken at this point. This is like, yeah.
You did? Alric looks right at you. Bring them back now. Her point is made. If she's willing to let you demean my sister and threaten these people, I will make that sacrifice. Tell her to bring them back. You pawn.
Them?
She holds most dear. And Alric stands, arms crossed, midsummer staff in hand.
I love the fingers up like this, and then bloop, he's gone.
Oh, he's got a lot to check out, and he doesn't want us to see his face while he's here.
Yeah.
Alric was
Can you hear me
busy while all the
Your
stuff was
mic?
going. Yep, we got you.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Could you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys, but I couldn't talk.
Okay.
All we saw was this, and then bloop.
Bring her back.
Them all.
Them.
All.
Her point is proven. You are clearly her favorite. My quarrel was with you individually, not with the people of this land. But your queen would risk them all for you. I'm not willing to do that. But I caution you.
Obviously.
I caution you that your words have weight. And I
course
am a cooler
they do.
head than any that you chose to demean or diminish.
Oh, I haven't demeaned you yet, Sir Alric.
I would have preferred if you had. I would have stayed my tongue. You demeaned my sister. That was different. Don't do that. Tell your queen to bring them back. These people don't need to suffer for our quarrel.
Milady, is this your doing?
I was gonna s-
send an image in my head.
That's all you get.
Yajaro didn't correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't she bring them?
And she threatened me
Yes.
when I
She brought
threatened
them,
Yajiro
and
that
she
she
can
would
take
take
them
away
away.
the souls. So I am officially backing down. I have even told her I will protect you against any of our mutual threats, though I disdain that particular decision. But I will do that to sacrifice for this land. I will
don't
be
need
the
your
hero my
protection,
father
Alric.
has raised. No, you have hers.
Correct. I do not need yours or your sister's.
And I offered it anyway to have them brought back.
Now,
You show your.
Oh.
I told you showed your bias. Your queen shows her colors now.
I go over to Alric and like make a gesture on his shoulder, like I'm supporting him and trying to keep him, helping keep him calm. Like I know what he's doing. I get it. If he looks at me, he can see I've got a look of I understand going on.
milady, I do not think that others should come into any quarrels. And I believe it would be in our best interest and for the town's best interest if you would return the soul of this individual
And any others she may have taken back.
and any others that you may have taken. If I have a quarrel with Sir Alric, that is between myself and him. And he does not frighten me, nor does any of the Fae.
Yujiro, your lady has offered to assist. She obviously doesn't love the Fae either. It would be best if you didn't disparage them at a return, considering they're here to help us as well. We are all working together towards the same goal. Your words are shown to have consequences now. So maybe give them more consideration in the future and we don't run into situations like this. We are well aware of how you feel.
How long does it take to find
Well-
one person? Where is that soldier I sent after Earthheart?
He returned. Wind is here. She is.
Sir,
She's
She's upright.
Yep, she goes over to Lace.
She's
Sir-
upright. She's moving.
She's alive.
Sir Alric, if you would kneel to show your ever so kind humbleness, she'll return her soul.
I will kneel to show my humbleness. I cannot kneel in servitude. I already serve the Summer Queen, the one she referred to as a quarter god.
She did not
Disparaging
say
not only
to
my
kneel in
people.
servitude.
I am making that clear to you and to those who see the Raven Queen for what she truly is. And I kneel.
Someone more powerful than yourself.
There are many
Yujiro.
more powerful than myself.
Yujiro,
Those who care about the people don't force people to kneel when they take souls. And he kneels. And he says, and I swear to the Summer Queen on my family's name and in my heart and in my soul, I do what I do for the good of as many people as I can encounter. And I do it without forcing compliance, obedience. I do it offering free will, free choice, not lies and deceit. And I rise true in that steadfast belief. And I'm willing to give all to make sure that others can rise as well.
Well,
Release those that may have fallen into folly, correction, that may have fallen to under this sway, under the force of cajolement or deceit. I ask, I don't demand. But
I
if you were
understand, Sir
truly a
Alric.
God of willingness, he's no longer looking at you. He's looking at the woman
Yep,
behind you.
he's just continuing to talk. I understand.
And he
Does
says,
she get
if
back
you
up?
were truly a God who wants followers and not people who believe lies, you would release all of those that were tricked and allow them to come to you willingly if they so choose.
You know,
And he
I
stands
foresaw
back up.
myself as becoming a friend to Sir Alric wholeheartedly. And now I see myself killing Sir Alric in the future. So that's unfortunate.
Yujiro, we all need to pull in the same direction here. Obviously, Alric is attempting to help us. Obviously, your lady is attempting to help us. Must you drive a wedge into a place where we're constantly trying to find a middle ground? We need to bring every god, every deity, every power together. And you are deciding to disparage those around you. Trust me, there are times I would like to say negative things about other people, but I take it upon myself to ensure that we get together, to work together and find a common goal. You seem very intent on being a wise ass and nothing more. Would you please wield your goddess's power responsibly? Wield your
Oh, I
goddess's
do.
will. You don't, and you've just proven it.
I did not prove anything.
You invoked a
Ben,
challenge
does
upon
the
something.
woman who I did not invoke anything. You are incorrect, Ash, and you should take those words back. Does the woman who was on the floor get back up?
Not yet.
Okay. Do I believe that she will?
Yes.
Your words have power.
Careful,
and
Ash.
it's been proven here. Careful
You're
what?
continuing to talk down to me, but I have done nothing wrong. I simply speak truth and facts about those that I have met. His sister is a bullheaded oaf.
You are speaking opinion. I think Diana is impulsive and has a great deal of potential for someone as young and as inexperienced as she is.
She does have potential. I agree.
Kerowynn places her hand on Ulrich's shoulder.
He comes, noticeably.
Diana may not be perfect, but we can impress upon her the ways to be more like us. But you can't just look at people and tell them, oh, you're bullheaded and you're stubborn and expect no repercussions. Your words have caused this situation here by offending the brother of the person you insulted. Thereby, you're causing a rift and a conflict far above our abilities to handle.
Maybe
there's no
beyond
need
your
of this
ability.
rift.
Yujiro. Lady Kerowynn looks at him when she says his name, but then she looks around. She focuses her eye on the first black bird. It doesn't matter to her if it's a crow, if it's a raven or not. She looks around, and then she looks down at the opposite hand that she has on Ulrich's shoulder, the one with the scar in it. And she says, I did not sign up for this. I made a choice, strategic at the time, to help my people. I did not make in this agreement, this blood agreement, that others may drop at a whim. Others that are allies, others that are friends.
Don't forget she was already dead.
Not the point, Yajiro. Shush. Not talking to you at this moment. She looks at the random bird she found in the sky. Again, not realizing if it's a starling, a crow, or raven, it doesn't matter. She's just focusing on it. And she's like, I will work with you if you work with me. Stealing my allies and my friends at this time when I need them most is not helpful. It is not going to fly. No pun intended. That's it. That's my words. That's it. Her scarred hand drops.
Edgar,
Still with a hand on Ulrich.
Ian's shoulder, lands on the bosom of Lace Griffinclaw. He squawks very loudly. Then his feather touches her forehead, and breath and breathing returns into the fighter's body.
I squat down to Inspector to do a check.
Look like nothing happened, like she fainted, would be your medical diagnosis.
I help her up.
Alric breathes a sigh of relief.
As is Kerowynn.
Edgar hops off of course, Lace, and struts toward the two of you.
Which two?
To Lady Kerowynn and Alric.
Yeah, the clown and the queen.
He
Cocks
steps
his head.
forward and stands alongside her.
Cocks his head a little bit and sort of gives you the impression of the statue you've built in the keep behind your walls. Kind of does a little ruffle of its feathers. Flies back to Ian's shoulder. Taps him a little bit on the cheek, like a nuzzle. And just looks back at you with contempt. And that is where we end tonight's session.
I pissed off the goddess.
No, it was Lee.
Oh,
Lee
no,
started
that
the
was me
shit
the
out of
whole
Lee.
And you should see what Lee said to the bitch.
I fucking went off on her ass.
Yes, you did.
You made
Is-
the biggest mistake in the world.
I disagree. I think she did, but that's my timing was bad, but that's Ulrich. His timing
that
was shit.
Is that the familiar?
Yes.
It is not a familiar.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's a familiar.
Yeah. It's my familiar.
Imshala just shakes his head at you. Damn, are you ever going to learn? And he just walks.
No.
You can't keep doing this. Like every fucking
No,
time.
I'm never
He
going to
walks.
learn. I don't know what you want from me.
We're
Did you-
going to learn.
Did you stop recording, Ben?
Oh, sorry. I gotta stop.
Sorry, I dropped my all.